MobLand's 7th episode, The Crossroads, is a nasty, fast-paced turning point that shifts the narrative from layered suspense to outright retribution. At its heart is Richie Stevenson, a man driven by the horrific deaths of his wife and son, who is now using any means necessary to get revenge on the Harrigan family. This episode dramatically raises the stakes, transforming previously calculated people into desperate, vulnerable targets, none more so than Maeve Harrigan. Stevenson takes advantage of an Antwerp offer after learning about it from Maeve. Brendan and Seraphina Harrigan are kidnapped by enraged rivals and become pawns in Stevenson's brutal chess match. He is no longer a quiet seeker of justice. He is a cold, determined force taking up the Harrigan legacy. This episode, full of violence and explosive tension, mirrors Scarface in style and intensity, transporting viewers to a search and rescue effort headed by Harry D'Souza. Harry, the series' moral compass, unleashes his inner action hero. He races through Europe on his bike, searching for Brendan and Seraphina, motivated by loyalty and personal code. His tactical expertise and no-nonsense violence propel the episode ahead, with Tom Hardy providing a multifaceted portrayal, quiet, dangerous, and profoundly wounded. Even as the story develops beyond him, his stoic charisma remains central to MobLand. John and Alice bear the emotional burden after they return to the United Kingdom. Their peaceful pub conversation may appear to be idle talk, but Alice is actually part of an undercover operation to bring Conrad Harrigan down. Emily Barber plays Alice with subtle manipulation, as she utilizes her connection to Jan to stay near to the action. Their scenes provide a much-needed break while implying larger betrayal. Maeve Harrigan's overconfidence eventually comes back to haunt her. Maeve, formerly the primary strategist behind the Harrigan Kingdom, suddenly finds herself outplayed. Helen Mirren's performance is terrifying, depicting a woman who was previously in control but is now scrambling as her enemies approach. Her mistakes jeopardize the family's future, and Richie Stevenson, expertly played by Jeff Bell, takes full advantage. MobLand also explores the fragility of heritage, particularly through Brendan and Seraphina. Their kidnapping culminates in a scary scenario featuring a chainsaw. As they beg for their lives, the show reveals the two protagonists' superficial entitlement. Brendan, played by Daniel Betts, and Seraphina, played by Mandeep Dhillon, are convincingly shattered, unprepared for the real-world consequences of their family's illicit activities. The scene adds depth and urgency to the struggle. As chaos erupts, a rat is revealed to be living in the Harrigan family. Maeve's partnership with Stevenson is disintegrating, and her influence is dwindling. The episode is full of moral ambiguity. No one is fully innocent, yet everyone is vulnerable. Adds a heavy layer of uncertainty to the series going ahead. Though Harry isn't always at the center of every scene, his presence is felt strongly. Hardy's portrayal combines emotional complexity and physical intensity, giving the show an emotional heartbeat. His relationship with Conrad's children, as well as his to justice, portrays him as both a savior and a soldier. His ability to act decisively in the face of moral conflict distinguishes him. Meanwhile, one character, Kevin Harrigan, remains frustratingly neglected. Kevin, played by Paddy Considine, is locked away and only appears in brief flashbacks that hint at a grim background. Despite hints about an old vendetta and a possibly game-changing discovery, his character has yet to fully develop. The show continues to underutilize his character, despite the fact that everyone else has a more developed arc. That being said, The Crossroads is one of MobLand's best episodes to date. Tensions rise, betrayals emerge, and the show takes dramatic risks. Relationships are tested, violence increases, and allegiances alter. The last seconds hint at a mysterious figure linked to Harry, someone with the power to change the game completely. This enigmatic character, introduced on a private jet, provides a final tease and sets the tone for what comes next. With its gripping plot, compelling characters, and unflinching violence, MobLand remains one of Paramount Plus's most exciting dramas. The Crossroads is both symbolic and literal. There is no going back from here. Thank you for watching.